And of course, this election season, we got Sean Rose going to talk to us about all the rallies and stuff that's going on. Sean, what's happening?
Greetings, Edrenga. We won't focus on all the rallies just yet. Probably need more time for that. But let's look at the Virgin Islands Party's first rally for the 2015 elections campaign season. They kicked it off on Virgin Gorda in the 9th District on Monday, May 11. And interestingly, finally, the leader of the opposition and former chairman of the VIP, Honorable Ralph Telford O'Neill, endorsed the candidate for the VIP in that district, Mr. All-Out Sprov, Mr. Elton All-Out Sprov. Now, it's quite interesting because Honorable O'Neill had a lot to say as well. And I'll tell you a bit more about that a bit later on. However, one of the things he told the audience there who attended, many of them, of course, supporters of the VIP, he said, All Out is the man. We're going to listen to him in this clip as he endorses the new VIP candidate.
And I want tonight to impress on you that Mr. Sproul, All Out, is the man. And you see, you've got to join with people in order to be able to work for your district.
Now, remember it took the veteran politician a 40-year marathon run in the 9th District before he would finally pass that political baton to a new candidate. It was really an interesting rally, to put it that way, because one of the things anyone looking at the VIP slate of candidates this year would notice is that they have made a mark in the sense that they have 5 female candidates standing there among the other gentlemen, and this obviously would catch the eye of a number of political pundits across the region and maybe even beyond, because not very often you see so many female candidates joining the slate. Of course, in the 9th District, though, you have 6 people contesting. Yes, there's 6. There is actually a 6th person who told me at the VIP rally that he is coming as well. You have, of course, Elton Sprov of the VIP. You have the NDP's Dr. Hubert O'Neill. You have the PEP's Fairies Charles. You have the independent candidate Stephanie Walkner-Williams, Raul Hannibal, Albert Wheatley, and of course, this person who says he's coming soon, Victor Creaky. So a lot of votes to share over there, and we'll see how that vote splitting goes when the time comes on June 8th. In the meantime, however, referencing the 5 females for the VIP, I think that this is something that people will be watching very closely.
Well, certainly it's interesting, Sean, as you mentioned, the number of candidates that's going to be contesting in the 9th District. I wonder if we have enough votes to go around. But certainly I think it's going to depend on the loyalty and commitment of the voter. If candidates can hold their vote in block, because as we know, at least one of those persons have sought office for at least, I think, 3 times. This is the 4th time.
That's Dr. O'Neill.
And has come pretty close to victory and has gotten a considerable amount of votes. And the question becomes, at this particular point, how loyal is his voting bloc, his support base, going to be to him in light of all the other candidates that's coming on board? That's going to really be the story at the end of the elections. So it's going to be quite interesting to see whether all those different candidates can steal votes and who lose the votes and who gain the votes.
Well, I can give you this bit. According to the unofficial list, the list published just today, May 12th, it says that there are 1,168 voters in the Valley polling division, in the 9th District, of course. In the North Sound polling division, 328, and there are some 141 registered voters at the Anegada polling division. Now, this is unofficial. This has to be reconfirmed because, of course, the list is out there for a 4-day period from May 11 onwards for persons to contest the list, pretty much.
Did you get a chance to look at the increase?
Yes, check maybe to see if my name is on it, because it shouldn't be on there and so forth.
But I was asking you, did you get a chance
of course, yes.
the increase? How much?
I tallied based on all the polling divisions, and I came up with 13,584. In January, the supervisor of elections told us that that figure was 12,351, so an increase of 1,233.
And we don't know how much it was last election, 4 years ago.
I didn't check that one, but because I suppose it would have been somewhere around 11,000, though, based on what I saw. I can't recall exactly.
So there's quite some growth in that figure. Well,
precisely. And you remember she did warn us that a number of young people were registering as well. Well, but she advised us, really. So we can look forward to that young vote influence in the outcome. But before we go quickly, let's hear the Honorable Ralph O'Neill. He says he's threatening to open a book. I'm not sure if it's the Book of the Seven Seals, but the man seems, he's implying that he has some secrets to share with the Virgin Islands voting public. Let's hear him.
And then you know what I do? I, being the representative of this place at that time, they didn't give me the contract to give out, but they had their man giving out contracts. He ain't no representative and things yet. But they're giving him to give them out in order to get votes. See, this is the sort of thing they do. And this is what we have to go against. I know they're making a big pains about finance and management, but I'm going on the air. I am going on the air, and you know, there is a saying in Revelation, and the book was open, and another book. So I can open the other book. I am going to open the other book, and you're going to hear it.
A very entertaining and skilled politician is the Honorable Ralph O'Neill.
Yeah, it seems like quite an entertaining evening. Well, I'm sure most of us are anxious to hear what is in the other book.
There you know,
but
we'll find out whether or not it makes sense.
Well, it's quite interesting, and I'm hoping that this election, we talk about some issues.
There's been talk of mudslinging. I haven't really picked that up. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, I haven't picked it up as yet, and since election was announced, but certainly there's been some rough periods over the last several months. But hopefully things have calmed down, and we begin to realize that we all have to work together. It's a small country. We basically are mainly all related. And eventually, after all the hoopla, and as Mr. O'Neill liked to say, and I like this word, all the rancor is done, certainly we have to come together as one Virgin Islands and move the country and advance the country. So
and hopefully minimize the damage while the process
and hopefully we can repair all of the
at the end after June 8th.
The rough words, So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad that it's only a month, because I couldn't take all of the the back and forth. So I'm happy about that there's a short campaign.
The current chairman of the VIP doesn't think so. He wanted more time to campaign.
Well,
we'll hear more about him in subsequent discussions, and of course the newscast.
I thought he was campaigning for months now. I mean, it seemed like they were campaigning from the end of the last election.
Well, it's the nature of politics. Politicians ought to campaign.
But I think it's great that it's a short time. I think it spares the country of what could have been a bitter campaign, and it spares the country from potential wide divisiveness. And I think that only could be a good thing.
Hopefully, we'll start having debates across this Caribbean region and change the political culture, so it won't be so divisive.
Yes. Well, Sean, thanks for that report.